What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing tonight? And we got Cajun in the house.
How y'all are?
Yep. So happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hopefully, everybody remembered to behave themselves on Thursday night because, like they say, the judge won't be in till Tuesday morning. So hope everybody behaved themselves over the weekend.
Yeah,
Oh,
happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hope y'all had a safe one.
yep. Oh, right now, like I was telling Cajun, I got my neighbor across the street. He's been nice enough to come over and cut the grass and everything. Hey, Randy, Missy, how you doing tonight? Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, there's Miss Missy and Randy. Hello.
But yeah, Chris came over here and she's got the weed eater. I gave her an extra battery
It's in that last
and get that done. Hopefully, that test and everything they do Wednesday morning might be able to show some light on the subject as far as what the hell's
Bring
going
that
on.
up.
I'm gonna try and get this thing lit. And I think I can't light that. That's too far down in there. This thing is too short. Hey, cool gamer. Hey, Wayne. Randy, my only problem is that I don't need it to be where all of a sudden I'm out there and say I'm in the back and everything, right around on the corner. All of a sudden it's like I got the urge and everything. I mean, I got to be hightailing it back around with the mower or whatever I've got, get it put up, lock the gate, then come in, and hopefully I got time to get inside. There's been times when, I mean, there was a time I was out here in the garage. I didn't have time. I couldn't even make it to the back door of the house. That's about 20 feet away.
Hey, Wayne, Younger Bob.
Hey, Jungle Bob. I didn't see him sneaking in here.
Cool gamer. Hey, Miss Crystal.
Just hiding in the basement and get
Hey,
that.
Bill.
Okay. Hi, Randy, Wayne, Missy, Cool Gamer, Tommy. And is that all of it?
No, there's Jungle Bob and Bill
Oh.
Beckett.
Hi, Jungle Bob. Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
But yeah, like I said, hopefully Wednesday with that test and everything, maybe they can finally figure it out. Hey, Bren.
Hi, Bren.
Hey, Knitter.
Exactly, Bren. The picture on my Facebook that you liked, I got it from a friend of mine who he just retired from the military about a year before I moved down here. Yeah, the guy that's doing it has a push mower.
Yeah, it can be a push mower. I mean, some areas can be done with the push mower. Some areas, they got one area, especially over here in the corner, all that would be easier to be done on a riding mower.
Yeah, that's all wide open.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only problem is I got to find out what happened on the riding mower deck and everything. I think it busted on those new spindles I put on. Well, my dad, he was in the Army, and my two uncles were in the Navy. Of course, I wound up having a very short time in the Navy.
Yeah,
get out of
had
that boot.
an uncle. He was on the same boat as the Sullivan brothers, and he was one of the first firemen that responded when the plane crashed.
Yep.
So, and I had one of his brothers on my mom, because that's on my mom's side. He was in the Army, and he got hit with shrapnel. To this day, he is still pulling shrapnel out of his legs.
Yep.
There's another one that was in the Air Force, and he had a stick up his butt. He still does. And on my dad's side, one of my uncles was in the Army, and he was the one that called and told my grandmother about the second uncle, the one with the shrapnel. He called her and told her that he was in the hospital, but he would be okay. He was going to be sent home, because less than 6 months earlier is when they got the news about my uncle that was on the ship. Hi, William. And if my volume is off, y'all guys let me know, because I've got you on headset.
No, I hear you fine.
But if I go to get up, yeah.
Yeah, Tommy, it's real nice. I mean, he's seen, everything that's going on with me, and I've worked, Chris and I both explained to him, and it's like, I mean, there's just no way physically I can get out there, because, on so much medication and everything, that sometimes I got good days, and other days it feels like my stomach and insides are all doing this number.
Yeah. And I've ran into those we have itty bitty black ants about yay big. Yep. Twice I ran into a nest. I still have scars on my legs from their biting.
Yep.
Black ants?
So. I think they're fire ants.
Oh, fire ant.
Anyway, I refuse to get back out there because I would like to keep my mobility.
Yep. That's right.
And they always go for my right leg.
Are you allergic to ants? Ant bites?
No.
Not that I know of, but both times they went after my right leg and went halfway up my calf.
Yep.
Yeah. I could not get inside the house fast enough and get stripped because they were up under my pants. Mm-mm.
I got a friend of mine, his wife is allergic to ant bites. He has to, every spring and midsummer, he puts some stuff in his yard. And it's some granules or whatever. I think it's diazinon.
I was told cornmeal, grits, or oatmeal.
Well, they will take it. Diazinon, and it gets rid of everything in the yard. Everything.
Well,
without taking the micronutrients out of the soil. I mean, it's a bug killer.
Right. Well, I can get some stuff over at Tractor Supply. That's was it TC Wisdom? I don't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head, but it's some good stuff.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I will pay him if he will come over twice a month and do it. I'm more than willing to find out what he wants price wise, and I'll pay him. And
that's right. My yard needs cutting now. My grass is about that tall.
Yeah, that's where ours is at.
Yep. And we were supposed, I know North Texas, we're supposed to be having rain here, but we haven't had any here because it's all north of us.
Yeah.
Hey, William.
Yeah, it's not I know it's not the there's one that ran yesterday
that was
and
Indy.
The tire came Indy. Yeah, they're not running again today because the tire came off.
Oh no, I mean the race is over from yesterday.
Yeah, Indy. I know.
Unless they're running the NASCAR Brickyard 400.
I don't know.
I know that they've got that race out there at Indy. They did. I don't know if they're still doing it. I haven't been keeping up with NASCAR for years now.
I never kept track of it. And then Dale Earnhardt died, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Doing the Coca-Cola 600. That's over at isn't that Atlanta? Usually they have that in Atlanta, I believe.
Hmm. Yeah. William,
that's
the
NASCAR
Coca-Cola.
though. That's not Daytona. Oh, that's not Indianapolis.
I know.
No, I'm
Charlotte.
talking about the race itself.
Okay,
Yeah.
but okay,
You
so
know.
it's not Atlanta, it's Charlotte. Okay. I knew it was out that way somewhere. I couldn't remember if it was Atlanta or yeah, okay, it'd be Charlotte, North Carolina. And that's actually the longest race that they run is the 600. Yeah, 600 laps.
And
How long are the laps?
I don't know. How long was the track? I think it's about a mile and a half, something like that.
Mile and a half per lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be like less than a mile.
All right, so they're
No.
gonna
400 laps.
All right, so 400 laps, but that equals 600 miles.
Okay.
Okay. 50 laps to go. Okay.
Yeah. So that means if it's a mile and a half track, when they run 3 full laps of the track, they've got 2 full laps, they've got 3 miles in. So
Yeah, mile and a half. So yeah,
yeah.
400 laps beats 600 miles.
Okay. I miss Missy.
Yeah, mile and a half. Okay.
Bye. I don't think Mary's going to get her pumpkin
Yep.
this month.
It's the longest race, 400 laps and 600 miles. Yep. So yeah, it is a mile and a half.
Okay.
Of course, now Daytona and Talladega. Oh,
Hey, it got rained out.
Oh, okay. They just postponed it for an extra day.
Yeah.
But like I said, I know that Daytona and
Talladega.
Talladega, thank you, is the longest tracks that they've got. They're like 2.5 miles. Actually, I think Talladega is just a hair longer. But like I said, now I know for the longest track that NASCAR ever had, that was actually the one here in Texas, and that was almost 2 3/4 miles in length.
Yeah, Talladega is the longest track now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do have their NASCAR
Yeah,
headquarters in Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
That much I do know.
yeah, Daytona and Talladega, that's 2 long tracks. That's why they got the restrictor plates on. 'Cause they got a hell of a long stretch. They can, 200 whatever miles an hour.
Well, they do it also at Pocono because the straightaway is so long on it.
Okay.
You got that front straightaway that I forget how far it is, but you've got the other 3 turns, or the other 2 turns, because there's only 3 turns total. But you coming off turn number 3, going down that front straightaway, that's a long way down there.
I thought there was only 2 tracks with plates, restrictor plates.
Now, I think Pocono, they run it also.
Okay.
But I don't think that they run a restrictor plate. The only reason they do that is on the bigger tracks to keep their speed down.
Right. Yeah. Keep them from going way too fast.
Yeah.
And when that happens, when you plate it, all them cars are bunched up going the same speed.
Yep.
Same engines. Everything. The horsepower is equal. It's the drivers that make the difference. And whoever's ahead, they're not going to be involved in the crash. Whoever's in the back going to be the first one that's seen an accident.
Yep, and they're going to do their best to go around.
Yeah, go in the infield a little bit, come back around, or wherever
Yep.
their spotters tell them to go.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
but if
That's
you're
what
not-
causes the wreck. They all
Yeah, if
bunched
you're-
up. Something happens. Somebody nudges somebody. They catch a little air, and then they start bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, and everything
But
turns into a raw mess.
problem with restrictor plate racing
Plates.
is when they wound up doing that, yeah, it caused them all to get bunched up. Beforehand, at Talladega and Daytona, you wouldn't have the cars all bunched up. Yeah, you had them all spread out, and you didn't have what they call the big one. They wouldn't have the
Right.
big, wrecks and everything. That's because everybody's all spread out.
Hey, Regan.
What's up, Ray?
Ray Jones?
Hey, Arnie.
Hi, Arnie.
Hey, Arnie.
But yeah, that like I said, that was the thing. They wanted putting the restrictor plates on there because to keep the cars slowing down. Yeah, they have some pretty bad wrecks and everything. Hey, Rail, but that's
Rail.
the danger
Hi,
of
Rail.
car racing.
Yeah.
I mean,
You.
even out here.
The only
so
thing
far
I know
from the track.
is you don't want to be in row 2. You don't want to be anything past that second row. You want to be in the front row or the very, very last row.
Or down at one of the turns.
Or
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Inside or the outside. That's where you
I'd
want to
rather be the
actually.
inside.
Ahead, inside, outside. And way in the back.
Well-
I'd rather be at the inside because I'd hit that dirt and go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. The inside's safer.
yeah. I mean, you can ask Crystal. I mean, she's gone with me only one time out there to the local track.
Oh,
They get wild and crazy out there.
Change room. Wait, they got rid of the restricted plates this year?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Changed the rules package on the aerodynamics to allow cars down. Okay.
Huh.
nice. And hello, Miss Missy.
See, that tells you how much I know. 'Cause like I said, I haven't been keeping up with it because, I mean, they're getting to be all, where the cars have got they're not even stock anymore. It's all everything's all hand fabricated. And it's like, kind of like what was said in Days of Thunder, ain't nothing stock about a stock car.
Mm-mm. It would be hilarious if somebody could, if it would be allowed, is if somebody could go buy a car straight up off the lot, get up there, race with them, and beat them.
Like the old days when they would basically go to the dealership or the manufacturer up there and get it straight off production line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want, what I'd like to see is someone get out there with one of them Daytonas or Superbirds, and just get out there and
Go.
horse and just say, okay, let's have some fun, guys. And we got someone else.
Oh well, I'll let you pull him out because I got my hands full,
Yeah.
and I'm
There's
listening for the
Rachel.
living room.
Are you still
Hey,
stuck in
Reagan.
the same truck stop?
Yep.
Ah, bright light.
Yep.
I had to because it's our age group is going to actually get that.
Yes, Mugwai. I mean, Gizmo. No, same
Yes.
thing.
I know I'm late coming into the stream.
That's okay.
Hey, better late than never.
You're here
Well-
and you're in one piece. That's all
Yep.
we care about.
Well, I just got done recording a video and I'm uploading as we speak. So, you might not like the video I'm getting ready to post. It is about Harbor Freight and Home Depot.
Now, why would I
That's
not
okay.
like?
He's not going.
I'm I made a comparability video to the Husky toolbox with the new series for the U.S. General. The 80-inch with the hutch and the side locker for $1,698.
Yeah, that one I like.
Don't bother me, Annie. Hey, Briggs.
Hi, Briggs. No,
I mean, hey, I'm happy with my Series 2 56-inch.
I'm
Top
not
and
getting
bottom.
rid of my. I'm not getting rid of my Series 2.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with them.
the
No,
only
very-
thing is you have more room to put more tools.
Well, if I wanted more room, I could always just go get the box.
No, you need to add on to the garage before you do that.
Oh, I
To get
just
more room, you need to add on.
get another 56, or I could get the 72-inch bottom box, put it in here.
Just wait. You'll if you watch the video, it might get your head thinking a little bit.
Uh-oh. You gonna make me
Ryan.
use the last few brain cells I got left and got
Possibly.
fried?
Possibly.
I
Because
have
I
to go
want.
Yeah,
more
let's not do that for a couple of days because I got to have him. We finally got that because I'm turned around backwards. Normally, y'all guys are seeing the kitchen. What's behind me is where the living room is.
Yep.
But the display cabinet that was behind me with the glass, all the animals are gone.
They're
There's
not
4
gone. They're
drawers.
just out.
Well, they're out of it. The 4 drawers that are underneath it, he needs to empty. Get them
I
gone.
know.
Get them empty. I emptied up a tote box for him.
Yeah, I
And
found a set of
then-
wrenches. It's missing 2 wrenches. Don't know where they're at. And I've never heard of Lee Tools.
I ain't never either.
Yeah, it's
They're
tools.
they're older than Mater.
No, they're not that old.
The
It would have been one of
brand.
them. No, well, it would have been one of them tool trucks that came into town that come in and set up one of the halls, and then next day they're gone. And you might not see them again for another 6-7 months.
Hang on, I'll
Scout,
be
do you
right back.
need to go outside?
Me and Johnny was talking about that the other
Okay.
day. We sure missed the old trucks coming by.
So do you?
Yeah, 'cause they had some pretty good stuff on them trucks. They had some brand name stuff too.
Well, the ones that we had come here into town, they weren't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the stuff that they would have come in, once they came into town, now they wasn't all that great. I mean, they were okay for some of their stuff, but a lot of that stuff, like Buffalo. No,
You got that thing on there. That's why.
but yeah, a lot of those tools and everything you get at one of them little halls and everything from the trucks coming into town. No, they weren't worth it. Yeah, they were cheap, but they're also cheaply made. That's the only thing there.
Mhm.
And I think I bought. I will pull like this. Now, the router bit set that I've got, that actually is pretty good.
Mhm.
And I've actually been using it when I was doing those crates and everything for the handholds. Hey, Mopar.
Hey, Mofo.
Hey, Mopar.
But yeah, I would not, as far as, trusting their tools, no, not really. I mean, I had some of their air tools and everything. I mean, I think I bought a 1/2-inch impact and it didn't have the power.
Mhm.
That's the only thing there.
So what were y'all talking about? NASCAR?
Yeah. didn't realize that they're running the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte, and didn't realize they eliminated the restrictor plate for this year.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been keeping up with NASCAR, so
Make it a race.
I was gonna say go out there and get one of them old Daytonas or Superbirds
Hmm.
and everything. Go get Petty's number 43 Superbird and put that out there on the track with them.
Your
The
dog.
new cars wouldn't even be able to keep up with it.
Hi, Mopar Nut. That thing in there, I give to you. She's yours.
No,
Yeah, she decided to lay landmines in there,
oh boy,
and she always does it right there by the other door.
and she didn't come out to tell you.
No,
Usually she will.
yeah. So I'm a little upset with her. It was an
Yeah.
easy cleanup, but that doesn't mean I want to have to be the one be cleaning it up.
Yeah. Yeah, Mopar Nut. Yeah, they definitely need to do a nostalgia 500. I mean, bring back some of the old Carinos and the Monte Carlos that they used to race. But yeah, come back out with that big old Hemi.
I haven't really been following NASCAR here lately. Hey, Bill Beckett.
Been too busy.
Yeah, like I
That
said, well, for
happens
me,
when you're self-employed.
yeah. Well, I don't keep up with it because there's no more Mopar in there. It's like when Dodge finally got out again. It's like, okay, never mind. And I can understand why they wanted to leave. It's the fact is that they came in and Chevy, General Motors, those guys have been developing and testing all that stuff out for since what, mid 70s? So they had over 20 years for test and development of product. And then Dodge says, all right, yeah, we can get into this. Let's see what we can do. And it's like, whoa, damn, we're way behind on the ball.
Mm-hmm. Like Bill said, when the cars actually look like a vehicle you could go buy off the showroom floor.
And Briggs, no, concerning fact, the Daytona, they had it at 201 miles an hour on a closed loop. And I think that was the number 70 Daytona. That was back in 1971
Yeah, that was before my time.
or 1970.
Still before my time.
Yeah. But no, the older NASCARs, no, when they were out there running, they were doing 200 easy. Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Hi, Sarah. Popsicle. You mean it finally warmed up that much down up there?
Damn. She got a heat wave. Shut up, Ed.
Missy and Gabby, they each went and got a snow cone today.
Hey, 710.
17. Great.
Oh,
Or a
hi,
snowball.
710. That, yeah.
Hey, 17.
Mopar?
Hey, you never know. You never know if they'll put a Chinese car out there. I can see him out there running around with a little Daihatsu. Of course, everybody goes, Gesundheit.
Oh no, here's one. Have a NASCAR race of nothing but the electric vehicles.
That would be
The
interesting.
The Maverick, the Tesla, and I'm talking one of each model of the Teslas. Because they have the car, they've got small SUV. Kind of, it reminds me of the RAV4, but with 2 doors.
Yep.
Or it's a 4-door. The
Oh, well, you've also got Chevy. They got the Volt.
yeah, get that semi truck out there too.
Yeah, they got that. But then you got the Ford Lightning.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Get one of each model of the electric cars out there and just run them.
Yeah.
See how well they can run.
See who can last the longest out there.
And they do not get to come in and recharge. They have to be towed in to recharge. And
Yeah.
once the tow truck goes out there, then that car is done.
Yep. I don't know if he's still got the fastest or not. He might have, but you got to consider as far as technology. I mean, it was because of all the crybabies in NASCAR between Ford and General Motors. That's the reason why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was why
Mopar.
The Hemi got taken out.
No, Mopar. Once their charge is done, they die. They have to be towed in, and that's done.
Yep, they're done for the day.
Yeah, because that would prolong the race a week. So do
Yep.
the batteries, charge the batteries, and then go back out again. I mean, the whole track got to stop to charge batteries.
That way you find out which electric car is actually the best, and
Yep.
because that will boost sales. I'll admit that it'd be a nice promo gimmick.
Yep.
But that's all it'd be, is a gimmick. Oh, nice.
Nice, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah, considering she's got about a 20-minute rollerblade.
Yep. That's not bad. But
Mhm.
and that's the thing about with NASCAR is that, like I said, all the crybabies started getting together and went to Bill France 1970 and everything. And so that's why in Sydney 2, they started saying, okay, well, you're only restricted to X amount of cubic inches. I think it was 368 cubic inches. So that eliminated, all the big blocks and everything.
Yeah. See, I'm liking 17. Go boom.
Yep.
That's all that's going to happen. Those electric cars, they go boom.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, that'd just be a nice gimmick for them to do. Raging, don't yawn. That's contagious.
Yep, that was the good old days, Mopar. Yeah, back in the late '60s, or actually
Hey, Gleason.
the '50s and '60s. Yeah. Hey, Gleason.
Gleason, you see me on rollerblades or even regular skates? Yeah, we in trouble.
But now I'll tell you what's really weird. NASCAR, they got a couple of half-mile tracks, and
Hey, Gleason.
I don't believe that the guys can run. I think the fastest they do it on half-mile track is probably top speed's probably right around 100, 110 miles an hour. Could be wrong. I'm not too sure. But I do know that over here at Double Full Speedway, it's a half-mile dirt track, and they've had guys out there running the sprint cars, especially the World of Outlaws. They're doing 130, 140 miles an hour on a half-mile dirt.
I'm sorry, but no driver compares to Senior.
No, the Intimidator.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize who hired him first to drive. Do you know, Raging?
No.
Does anybody in chat know who hired and gave Dale Earnhardt Sr. his break in NASCAR racing. Hey Turner, how you doing?
Hey, Sarah.
Well,
Now,
see,
are
if
you
anybody
talking,
knows.
you talking sponsors or you talking
No, I'm talking about the boss, the one that paid the
oh,
bill.
The original team.
Yep.
I don't know who it is, but I know roundabout where he's going with it.
I don't see
You was
anybody put anything in the chat as far as who it
Not
is.
yet.
you would
Nope.
think Henderson, huh?
Nope.
Mopar said, I got a Mopar with Dale's name on it on my step.
Yeah, but like I said, there was someone that actually hired Senior to race for him. Nope, it wasn't Robert Yates. But up like this, it was the king, Mr. Richard Petty. That was back in the mid 70s when Petty got with Dodge and Plymouth, starting with kit cars. At that time, you could literally go into your local Dodge Plymouth dealership and buy a kit car for racing. I mean, it was a complete thing. It was, you had to, of course, assemble it yourself, but it was everything was there. And, but anyways, yeah, Petty was doing that. So he hired Earnhardt to drive for him. A lot of people don't realize that, yeah. Dale Earnhardt Sr., he got his start because of Richard Petty and driving a Plymouth.
Yeah, and wasn't it a blue car when he first?
Yep.
Yep.
It was that Petty blue.
This is going to be a pain in the butt.
No, Briggs, it was Petty. It's been documented that way. As far as in the NASCAR, now he came up. Now Ed might have done something before all that, but it wasn't in NASCAR.
Hey, Pat.
Yep.
Pat.
Yep. I hope
Yep.
you had a good Memorial Day weekend. Now that's the one thing, a lot of people don't remember, everything that our servicemen have done for us. And I'm not talking about who's in there now. I'm talking about, going all the way back to 1776 and everything when we were fighting for our independence.
Mm-hmm.
You had military there. You had 1812. Of course, we had the Civil War. We've had the Mexican-American War, World War I, World War II. Korea, Vietnam, all of them.
710, do you mean most of the weekend or just most of the last year?
But like I said, that's the thing about, like I said, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be we wouldn't have the country we got. Yep.
Sorry, Sarah.
Yep. I agree with Mopar Nut on that one.
I may never have served, and neither did my mother and father, but I have multiple family members in the military, and I respect them for what they have done and what they hopefully do not have to do.
Right. I'm gonna try something here. I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Probably not.
Oh, it may not. Don't know. I'm gonna try. I've got some pictures on my phone that I've never uploaded, and go see if I can get them transferred. And see what happens. So far, I can't get the computer to, I
Yeah,
guess,
like-
look at them.
Well, I
Yeah,
know that there's a guy out there. He's 22-year-old kid. He has served in the military, and you know the cadences that they have for when they are marching in place or marching around fields. Hi, baby girl. And he actually has turned the cadences into songs.
Jungle Bob, yeah. Senior did drive for Petty, and
Mhm.
there, Idaho, that'd be at least a day and a half, 2 days from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mopar, I know some of my family served before World War II. I don't have any, all I have is the verbal record of it. But my mother's father was an amputee because of World War II. My dad's father was told, hey, you've been running moonshine, so you have a choice. You're going to serve or you're going to jail. He
Yep.
served. Yeah, Sarah, we are on the other end of the country.
Yeah.
We're almost as far south as you can get without and still be in the U.S. Yeah, but I actually have documentation from my uncle who was in the Navy. We have documentation of his service and of his passing and awarding of the medals. So,
Okay. Now, I'll see if I can. I got the 3 pictures. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Gotta go in and find them.
and actually, I'll see if I can pull it up.
Okay, one of them didn't, for some reason, did not want to upload.
Like I see, Jungle Bob said Dale Senior never drove for Petty.
Yeah, but Dale Senior did drive for him back in 75, 76. I'd have to do some more research on it, but yeah, he did.
Dale Earnhardt's first car owner was Ray and David Oliver in 1970.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm talking about NASCAR itself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I found that he was 21 years when he passed. I didn't even know how old he was when he passed.
Huh.
But yeah, we have because of my daughter going in and doing the research and stuff that she needed for school. Because we have all the documentation from that, and Layla's on the phone again.
Yep.
And
See,
she
now
got
that right there, I was gonna say that right there is multiple Tom.
yeah. But my daughter
That's
passed
correct.
her one of her classes. She had the last 6 weeks of school. She was able to goof off in that class if she wanted to because she was able to do such a thorough history on him, finding him. Because most people her age can't. And she'll be 21 Labor Day.
Here's an interesting article for you, Vader, about the first NASCAR owner to hire senior. It was in 1979. Rob Oshlube.
I'm not even going to try that.
I'm not either.
Raging,
Oh.
your audio's a little low again.
Yeah, Reagan, you would have to type that in chat and tell me, is it German, Slavic, or Latin? And then I can get you the pronunciation.
Let's see. Rob, not Rib. I gotta make sure I'm spelling this right. Oster fund. Oh,
Hey, Anthony.
stupid. Fat fingers.
Osterland? Jungle Bob put it in as Osterland Racing.
Okay, I know I've seen it. I'd have to go back and find it, but yeah, I do know that one time, like I said, it wasn't long, but yeah, Earnhardt did drive for him. I know he was testing out the, like I said, he was testing out the cars, the kit cars.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Ragin, on his name, does he have like two little dots above the U?
Probably not.
Okay, so it's Osterfriend.
Hey, backwoods.
Hey, Backwoods.
However you want to pronounce it.
Actually, Mater can get it a lot better than I can because it's Germanic, and Germanic and Czechoslovakian are really, really close. And he grew up with those pronunciations in the house.
Especially at my grandmother, because she was from Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandmother on my dad's side came from Germany. And then I've got the German on my mom's side and Czech. So there's German and Czech makes up most of my historical background. Now, when my grandmother on my dad's side came over from Germany, that I don't know. But all I know, and of course, I can't tell you anything about my grandfather because he passed away before I was even born.
Uh-huh.
So him, I don't know that much about, but actually, both of my grandfathers, they both died before I was even born. Now I've met my grandmother, both my grandmothers, but then I've met my great grandmother on my mom's side. And I never had checked to see what the background there is.
Okay, Anthony, I never knew what they were called. I just know that when they're on the U's, that it's like my kid's grandmother, her maiden name was Mueller because it had the two umlauts on it, but if
Yep.
it didn't, it would be Mueller.
And actually, once it came over here, it kind of got Americanized into Miller.
Well, she
No, that's what happened because I know my dad the one that told me all that. Because here in the United States, people wouldn't say Mueller, they'd say Miller.
well,
Yeah,
she married and moved. So that is her maiden name. That's all I know.
Yep.
It's getting a little noisy over here, so I'm gonna jump out. We got the
All right.
girls here, and
Have fun.
You know,
Tell them all hi, bye, stay safe.
okay, yeah. All right,
All right.
good
See ya.
seeing all y'all.
Bye,
again.
guys.
All right. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Bleach up.
Mopar, I can do Spanish. I can pronounce the Germanic words if I see them. The Latin is a little bit harder for me. Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo Cristal. ¿Y tú?
I got no idea.
Hello, my name is Crystal. What's yours? Or and you is a literal translation.
But like I said, for me, I know my grandmother was here probably in the 1800s, late, the 1880s, 1890s, something like that. And like I said, now as far as like my grandfather on my dad's side, I'm not sure exactly on that.
Yeah, Arnie, they do change theirs a lot, changed and shortened, just because people want to get away from any bad connotations with the last name.
Yeah.
And when they were coming in on the boats in Ellis Island and Galveston and stuff, it's, oh, do you have any paperwork? No, I got knocked into and lost my jacket overboard, but my name is Jacob. Instead of Jacob, Americanized, it'd be like Jacob Miller, be Jacob Mueller.
Yep.
So yeah.
Like I said, I know that, on my mom's side now, it was, there's some German and Czech in there.
I know I have German. How much and where, I don't know.
For me, it's supposed to be part German, part Czech, with wee bit of Irish in it.
German, Irish, Scottish, and then later down the line I have Scots-Irish.
Yep.
Or no, Scots-Irish, then Irish-Scots, because my grandmother's maiden name was MacDaniels, and that's the Scottish. You go far, they at one time were able to go far enough back that it was the MacDaniels married the McDaniels, the Irish, because there were clans on both sides of Daniels.
No.
And then later, a McDaniel married a MacDaniel, and that mine is in there.
Yeah, her family's all screwed up.
Yes.
And she admits it. She's not afraid to admit it.
Nope. That's why I jumped ship real quick.
Yep. But that, like I said, one thing with me is, like I said, this being Memorial Day weekend, if I was able to, I would, Chris and I, we would have packed up and headed down to Fredericksburg. Spend time down there over the weekend. Could have gone back to the Pacific War Museum they've got down there. And actually, I could have taken my time going through it and seeing everything compared to last time when I was kind of rushed.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I did enjoy it and everything, but like I said, didn't get a chance to see everything.
All right. Baby girl's over there in the water again.
Is she?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I like to see if someone can explain why the cat wants to paw at the bottom of the shelf and everything before getting water. It's like she's trying to dig the water out.
Well, she used to have competition
She doesn't now,
because,
but
no, well, bigger competition, I should say.
it's like she's trying to dig the water out.
I know what you're talking about. The wife calls it something. I just can't recall the correct name on it. But the cats also used to do that to the mama's teat before the mama's stomach
Kneading.
between the
Yeah.
kneading. They did
Yeah.
that. So I guess it makes them comfortable.
Well, when they were still milking, it would actually help move the milk.
Yep.
So, but I know the home I got her from, she had a 14-year-old neutered male orange tabby, and the client that I got her from had raised both of them from kittens.
Mhm.
Yeah, she does.
Cats will do the weirdest thing. I mean, I used to have a cat that used to love drinking from the faucet.
Sure.
My
Yeah, I
stepmother
mean,
had
literally
one.
go in there, jump up on the bathroom sink. I could turn the water on very low, and she'd sit there and get a drink of water from it.
My stepmother left the bathtub running in a really slight stream, and she had a gray tabby cat. That mama went in there, and that's where she got her water. It didn't matter how many bowls you had out in the house. That was it.
Yep. The water's fresher. I don't know why, but yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they like the moving water. That's something
Yeah.
because Danny
Oh,
told me
yeah.
I need to get
You
them
know,
a
just
fountain.
just go over here to Walmart and get one of those little pumps and everything that they use in a fish tank to circulate the water.
Well, I can get a pet fountain for like $18.
That would work.
Yeah.
All right. See you in a few minutes, and Sarah.
Bye.
Hey.
Pick me up some coffee.
Yeah, I'll take some too. But no, like I said, it's I'm just glad that we can celebrate our veterans
Yeah.
and everything. I wish one in particular was here. I don't know where she's hiding at.
Lorna?
Crystal should know who I'm talking about.
Lorna?
Jamie.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
really busy. So,
Yeah, I know.
but I know over in the UK and Canada, they don't call it Memorial Day; they call it Armistice Day,
Yeah,
and they make poppies.
I don't know. And the whole thing is, they don't celebrate at the same time we do. I don't believe.
No,
It's November for them,
yeah,
for Canada, anyway.
Yeah.
Sarah,
yeah.
is it November for Canada?
It's the same day in the UK.
Yeah, is Lorna even awake right now?
I don't know.
Let me see.
It's 2 a.m.
Usually she's awake this time.
Yeah, I know, but if she's actually getting sleep, leave her be. Well, she's got a lot of health problems, and some of her pills keep her up, and some of her pills knock her out. And then some days, it doesn't matter what she does, she gets 5 minutes here, and there, and it's like, I know she needs. I know she needs the pills. I just wish she didn't have to have as many.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, yeah, it didn't show that she was active right now. If she was active and everything, you got to be sending her the link.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, my phone's setting off to the side charging because I kind of let it go down to about 30%.
Mine's charging right now.
Ah,
Mine's sitting on
console.
the tripod on the charger,
Ah,
streaming and uploading at the same time.
That's
That's
why
why
it's
I'm
on the
out
charger.
That's why I'm
Anthony,
out on my
check your
phone.
email. I sent you something. Well, like I said, I got mine on charge because I uploaded those pictures and everything.
I know I uploaded one video yesterday. It took 5 hours to upload.
Damn.
Ooh,
So about the Snap-on one?
Uh-huh.
Eh,
yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
watch it because I'm not interested in Snap-on. Like, yeah, too expensive for me.
yeah. No, Snap-on reminds me of somebody else, and no.
Yeah.
No, that's. I've already dealt with him, chewed his ass out, and pardon my language. And I'm not going to deal with anything that reminds me of him.
Yep.
Because now there's somebody else doing the same shit.
Yep.
On opposite ends of the country. So, yeah, that's one for backstage. So I have been keeping away from the tool community for a while because I'm liable to go in and lose my temper
And go
Mhm.
ballistic.
really
on
quick.
that. Yeah, I don't blame
Oh,
them
no,
because some of the stuff that they're wanting to pull and everything right now, that's one of the main reasons why I've been staying away from them.
Yeah. I can't even watch Ed the Old Tech Guy because of who he has on his panel.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's not go there.
Well, that lets you know.
Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta forget, well, forgive and forget, or however that saying is.
No,
Move on.
not go to my community tab, honey, and there's a post there from middle of April. It is you need to read it and then read the emails that were copied and pasted.
And not just one person that it has up on panel.
Yeah,
And
it's two now.
there are two of them now.
Yeah, so that's just whenever you have time. I'm not, it's like we said backstage at one time. You do what you do. You support who you want. Ain't no big deal.
But there's two people he'll have up on panel, and one person usually in chat is like, nope, okay, bye. Hey, barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
What you cooking today, barbecue? Nothing?
And yes, we do remember, today is this weekend and everything is for our veterans.
Yep. I would rather go to a cemetery, veteran, soldier cemetery, or a memorial for them than go out and have dinner and stuff.
Yeah, that's why.
Because
I was watching a video earlier. There's a guy that he does car crushing, and he was actually out at the DFW cemetery, and he actually videoed them doing a 21 gun salute, not with rifles. They were out there firing off the big cannons.
nice.
They only had 3 of them out there.
Meal prep, understandable.
That's fun, always.
Yeah.
I did it for about 4 months because literally I would get home at 9, 10 o'clock at night and be back at work at 8 in the morning. So say I get home at 9 o'clock at night, it's taking me till 11 or 1 to go to sleep, and then I've got to get up at 6 in the morning. So yeah, I started making.
You did something wrong. I hear sirens going on.
I didn't do it.
Now someone did.
Do I need to go check out front?
No, they're not that close. But I do
Okay,
know that I was going to say that today, I didn't videotape it. I should have, but I wound up making basically a hobo meal. I just took some ground beef and I got it put inside the little pan, salt and pepper on top of it, a little bit of garlic, some Cajun seasoning, and then put some chopped onion on there. And yeah, I know some people probably gonna hate me for this, but I just got a can of mixed vegetables out, opened it up, drained it, poured that on top, little salt, pepper, and then put aluminum foil over the top of it, stuck it in the oven at 375 for 35 minutes.
yeah, it's good. Just next time, crumble the meat before you do anything else.
Well, it's supposed to be a big patty and everything.
Nah, no, just crumble it up. Trust me, that'll be better.
Yep.
And you can also spread the seasoning out in it.
Yeah.
I was watching James from Midwest today. He put out a video and got me thinking about what I put on the video today, what I recorded.
Yeah,
He's part of the reason why I recorded it.
I'm about 3 or 4 videos behind on his.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but like I didn't. Now I will say one thing: I did save a lot of money at Harbor Freight this weekend. I didn't go.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
That's one way to save a lot of money at Harbor Freight. I didn't go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wanted to, but nope.
You
I
were
don't know if
paying
I'm gonna
attention to
energy
chat.
drink or do I want to make me a cup of
I
coffee?
sent him an email.
Okay.
But yeah, I know that. Of course, I was kind of surprised I didn't see Jeff go live last night.
He put something out that Duncan was home,
Ah,
so they were spending time with him.
okay. Well, he was saying that Duncan was going to be coming back for a while.
Nope, he had family time last night, so he didn't go live.
I don't blame you.
Yep. Now, I will say this, that I am working on trying to get another guest to be up on panel with me, like a 101, like I did with Frank, doing the Coleman stoves. Crystal knows who I'm talking about, and I'm not going to say who it is. I want it to be a surprise. And again, now mind you, this person has never been in panel or been in chat, but someone y'all have never seen.
Here, anyway.
Right. Now, I will admit that I have talked about them, and that's it. But trying to work out all the details as far as getting this person up on panel and talking about what they do and everything. So that ought to be interesting that night. So I don't know if we'll do it this coming Wednesday. I don't know. It could be this Wednesday. It could be next week. It just depends.
And figured out that it's a lot easier for him and the other guests if they're the only two on panel.
And when the night that happens like that, it's just going to be a one-on-one and everything. Yeah, to make it a lot easier.
Right.
Because
one
I do
thing-
know that, like when I've had Jeff up on panel and had,
Hey, Anthony.
yep, here comes that crazy Californian
Yep.
that wants to take over with everything electric.
That's okay. I like that Californian.
Don't get me started on the California Electric. I just saw something on the news the other day I'm even more irritated with.
Oh no.
They're
Now
pushing
what?
for full blown electric eco green sustainable energy by 2045.
And where are they going to get the electrical grid that can handle all that?
I don't know. We can't even maintain a natural gas grid.
You can't even maintain electrical grid, even on top of the gas grid.
California needs to
100%.
slow down.
Yeah.
Thing at a time.
Legion,
Stop
you
trying
were
to
just,
ram
you were just
everything.
here in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a 1 to 10 synopsis of what your thoughts were.
On what? On our power grid?
California. I know you've been here before, probably, but we have other issues to worry about as a state.
They got a lot of issues out there to worry about, but they need to worry about one thing at a time. Look what they did with the DEF system. They rammed that through and now they hate it. California was the state to start the DEF system.
Like
Now they're trying to push all EVs. They don't have the power grid. I mean,
Tyler. Yep. You know, that's one thing
Tyler.
that I've noticed that California goes, oh yeah, you got to have electric vehicles, but then it's like they're going out there telling everybody, or they're asking them, please don't charge your cars this time during the day because our grid can't handle it.
Yeah, it's a high combination of what Mater just said right now. We have peak times and low times. Right now is the worst time to own an electric car because we have fire season. It's already
Be right back.
Our fire season is a real thing. Personally,
Yep.
it's people starting said fires.
And we all know how easy and how long an EV will burn because they're so damn hard to put out. You can't
Well-
just dump water on them. It has to be that foam.
Oh, with lithium, the best way to do it is actually use water, not sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate smothers it, but it still keeps generating heat, is my understanding.
Right. And that's the biggest problem with
Liquid
battery.
fire, the straight water liquid will help it dissipate the heat to put it out.
Yeah. But even after that, the fire trucks, they don't have enough water on board to be able to put one out if it's going full blown.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
if you've got
I've
two
dealt
or
with
three of them,
I've dealt with the lithium fires professionally, and the way we dealt with it for impact, we're just talking about impact as a safety precaution. Say something fell down, an impact drop is catastrophic to those modules.
Mhm.
Now, we're just talking about something falling off the assembly line, maybe 2-3 feet. That impact is enough to thermal shock something. The protocol was 55-gallon drum full of water, put it in it.
Yep.
And
Okay, while I was getting logged in, I heard y'all talking about crazy Californians. What are you trying to say here?
I lived there for about 7 years down in San Diego.
I'm sorry.
If you're in the right place at the right time, you could have some of the most beautiful scenery out there. It's expensive as hell to live out there. People in California, they're moving out
Yeah.
because how crazy it's getting out there. But that's one good thing they do have. They do have some of the most beautiful scenery at any given time. If you're
the
standing in the
weather
right
is
spot.
phenomenal, man.
I should probably let you know that I live in California.
oh, yeah, we know.
What part of California are you in?
I'm in the crazy part.
You got to really be specific. That could be a lot of areas here.
If
Yeah,
I'm
that's
correct,
pretty much
part.
pretty much everything Southern California, Central California.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, I'm in Sacramento.
Oh, you're above me. You're above me. I'm down in the Bay.
Where are you at? San Jose?
No, hell no. I hate San Jose.
I couldn't afford to live there.
No, it's going up. All my bosses when they came from Michigan, they went to San Jose. I'm like, what you guys do at San Jose? It's horrible there. I've always hated San Jose. I'm in the East Bay, the good side of the bay, the working side of the bay.
Which is
Oakland.
well, that ain't Oakland.
I'm on the Oakland side.
Okay, well, Oakland ain't the working side. Well, there's the working people in Oakland, and then there's everybody else.
Depends on how you look at it.
Now, the only reason I say that it's not the actual people that live there. I mean, some of it is, but it's more the politicians and how they run everything out that way. I mean, simple fact is, California's got some of the strictest emissions, in the entire United States. Okay,
Yes, we do.
like when it comes
My
to
80 motor for just my rigid frame. I have
Right.
So how are we going to power all this stuff? I'll tell you how. Newsom's going to pull that right out of his ARS.
But here's the thing.
Get the grease, man. He's got to have that greased hair, man. He could be.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay,
Well, I think he greased something behind him
They're
too if he's
doing
going to
the,
pull all that power out of there.
but they're doing the thing where, what is it, by 20? This will be the end of the year. You're not going to be able to buy a gas-powered outdoor equipment. No lawnmowers, no weed eaters, no chainsaws. All that stuff has got to be electric. And they're saying because of all the pollution and everything. They've been having the pollution in California for how many decades, and they ain't got rid of it yet. And they're been trying to do all this stuff, and it ain't
Actually,
working.
I got to tell you, it does work. If you've ever been to LA in the 80s, you would know that it looked foggy outside.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. I was born in 85, so I can't speak to that. But I do have friends that were raised and grew up down there, and they say when it rained, if you wore a white shirt, it would rain, and you'd have white spots on your shirt.
yeah.
Right.
So,
But
it is doing good. The air is getting cleaner, but it's just gone too far.
Right. I mean, with them wanting to get rid of natural gas and everything, saying that that's highly pollutant, I'm going, natural gas is clean burning.
Well, here's a funny fact for you. California, they decided that they're going to convert all of their state buildings to natural gas because it's energy efficient, clean burning, and cheap.
But how come they said that they were wanting to get rid of,
Jeff,
all the homes and restaurants, convert over to electric? To get rid of gas?
That's easy. Follow
They
the
should-
money.
Yeah.
And not only clean, energy efficient, and cheap, also abundant. Why do they want to get rid of it?
HFA
Follow the
tree.
money.
But here's the thing, okay? If you get every single house in California to convert from natural gas to electric, how is the electric grid going to do?
Oh, we already know that. Like you said before, I actually drive a plug-in hybrid car. And they're saying, don't plug in your car. I'm going, fuck you. I'm going to plug it in. If it kills the grid, I'm sorry, language.
Yeah.
I'm going, you know what? I don't care if it kills the grid. That means that we're just proving that you're an idiot.
Incompetent. We're pushing for something we're not even ready for.
Well, like I said, follow the money. You know why they're doing all of it is that Green New Deal and everything else. It goes way beyond California.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
they
It goes
need-
way out east.
It's all about lining the pockets of the people that voted for it, and they're going to retire millionaires, billionaires, and the rest of us get to deal with whatever it is that line their pockets. So
Right.
that answers your question.
And the thing about it is the group CARB, they're not even elected officials by the state of California. They're just a governing group. and they make up whatever rules that they want. And it's
And
not
their pockets are being lined very well by those
right,
rules.
and they're not
Mhm.
controlled right, and there's no controlled by the actual state. This group here, they whatever they say, state goes, okay, we'll do that. There's no debate anything.
Now, here's the scary part: is the rest of the country is following California's lead. I feel bad for you guys.
There's some, but I haven't seen it. I don't see that ever happening in Texas here.
I think New York's
We've got
followed
too many
suit with
refineries and
Ohio.
processing plants.
Yeah, we got here in Texas, we got the refineries. I know Louisiana. You've got them up in Pennsylvania.
Oklahoma has a couple.
Yep, I was gonna say Oklahoma. I don't know if they've got any in Arkansas. But the only thing I can think of that they want to try and get from Arkansas is all them diamonds that they've got there at that state park.
Uh-huh.
Shade Tree, TMI.
Ew. Did not need that image.
Yeah, no.
No, chef.
And that definitely will not be going up on screen.
Nope. But that's the thing.
I get it. Shade Tree, I agree. I'm just not.
No.
I just dried off and put something on afterwards.
But that's the thing about they've been trying electric cars since the 1800s, and none of them have ever worked. I mean, yeah, they've got technology now that's making them work more, but they're still having problems with them. The range is nowhere as far as what they should be. You're constantly having to say you're making a long distance trip. Hey, Rail. Hopefully everything goes good in the morning.
Good luck, Rails.
Yeah, but you got to plan your trip out for making stops to recharge your vehicle. I remember the old days, the only thing you had to plan a stop for is like the bladder or getting something to eat or getting more gas in the vehicle.
No,
Now
that's
it's like,
all
no.
one stop. Because I would stop, get gas in the vehicle, drain the bladder, and buy food at the gas station, and then be back on the road.
Right.
And it used to be where you would fill up your gas tank and move it 20 foot to get away from the tank, pull up, there's a restaurant.
There's something.
And that was right. And there was some, I mean, you used to have all the mom and pop style, little diners all over. And even like with me, my cousin.
Wasn't it last week we were talking about Route 66 and how that died?
Yep.
Like, I think overall as a country, we're not ready for all these electric vehicles. There's not enough infrastructure for it versus how gasoline's set.
Nowhere.
It's not feasible in my opinion.
Right. That's just
It's
like
not,
going out
and
to
guess what? Even in California pushing all this stuff, they're going to find out that everything they're pushing for, what is it, 2035, no more electric or no more diesel trucks. They're going to find out that don't work.
No.
Ooh.
So it's just a whole bunch of lip flapping by greasy people like our governor
Well, what was it?
that had his pockets lined
There was
by
about 2 or 3
pushing all
weeks
this
ago.
garbage.
Mark from Twisted
No way
Big
Raising
Twin.
Kansas can transverse an electric vehicle feasibly across country. He could drive a truck if he still wanted to in a metropolitan area that's heavily populated like San Francisco, LA, New York,
Right.
Chicago, Miami.
But what I was going to say is,
Not
like I said, Mark from Twisted V Twin, he was talking about how he was at some place and they brought a Mac EV rig out, okay? Showing how good it was and how, everything it could do. But the one thing that they failed to do was have a way of recharging it there. And there wasn't even a station at the dealership to even recharge it. So once it ran out of juice, they were going, how do we get it moved now?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like Scott's comment. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott.
And I can't see Raging getting rid of his Volvo to go and get an EV rig.
I'll remember
They have their place.
Well,
We've
who
actually
is-
got those Tesla rigs running around our area, and they have their
Oh,
place
you do
for
own
local
one?
runs. And
Really? I haven't
Right.
seen one personally. I believe
Oh,
they're
yeah.
actually built down in Southern California. They're not built up
we
here in
have them
Northern
running around
California.
your area too, but they're good for that. They're good
I
for
haven't
local
seen-
stuff. They're no good for long haul
Like
though.
urban commerce, though, at least. Though, but like, I'm talking about like
Right.
where the port is. I'm like, these things ain't going to be able to do anything where the port and major shipping if they got to make a run from the East Bay to Arizona.
Yeah, but if you're
Or
hauling,
that-
I see a lot of the Pepsi ones running around.
Yeah, and
that's
there was a
the
big
thing.
deal. Pepsi bought them. I think UPS did as well. Even Budweiser. I'm not sure
No one
who
said a
else.
big word.
And a lot of those local deliveries, like I said, they have their place, but they you can't replace.
No,
They can't take the place of everything else. They do have their place though.
right. And that's the thing, like I said, like you're talking about now, an EV rig, is going to be good for in town. I mean, it's good for like the Dallas.
It's good for
Fort
local
Worth area.
deliveries.
Right. It's good for local deliveries, like running around Dallas Fort Worth. Okay. Because you're not going to be all that far away. And you're up and it's charged first thing in the morning. You go out, you go make your deliveries and everything. You come back, and you're going to plug it in. That's fine. But now you're not going to be able to say, take that same trip, say from Dallas down to Houston or Dallas, say to Austin. It's not going to make it.
Or to take something from Pennsylvania to California.
Correct.
That's why
Hell,
I
even
say
from,
they have their place.
Right.
You
I
just-
don't even think
They
you can
have
make
their
it-
place. They just can't replace what we already have. There's no way
I
they can
don't even
replace
think
it.
you can do something, say, from, Seattle going down to, say, San Diego. I don't even think you'd be able to go that
Mm-mm.
far.
No, like Raging has a good opinion. I bet. Like you're on a time clock half the time when you have a load, right? So how much would you have to sit for? You'd have to sit for say an hour and a half charging said vehicle. Does that get equated into your load time and your driving time? Because you got to sit there and wait instead of just gas up.
Oh God, Raging's got
Like, that would-
electronic logbooks
Guys,
now.
right, Raging?
You can only drive 11 hours a day. No.
Can't hear you, honey.
Can't hear you, Raging.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you better.
What about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. You can only drive 11 hours a day. You can only be on duty 14 hours a day. Now, when you fuel your truck, you have to be on duty. If you are physically with that truck, you have to be on duty while fueling. It's not feasible for a full-blown OTR driver to drive an EV truck.
Nope. Right. As far as, being, long distance, no, it's not going to work because they've already proved it. I forget what channel it was. That they've done the testing with EVs. I know they had it with the Dodge 3/4 ton truck with the Cummins diesel in it. And they had the, was it the Hummer? I know they've done that one. The Hummer
You're talking
EV.
about TFL.
What, the ones out of Colorado?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. I watched that
And-
also.
I mean, they're showing how they're maybe lucky to go 120 miles pulling a trailer with a full battery charge.
Empty
And yet when they
trailer
start
loaded
off, right, but then when they're first starting off, they're saying their range is like 200 miles. and they're barely able to get half of that.
Hmm.
And I mean, that's the thing, is that the EVs do not have the capacity to go that far. Now, as far as with your car, okay, you've got a hybrid. That means it's electric and gas, which means you've got,
kind of unique. Mine is an electric car,
yeah,
but it has a backup gas engine.
right. So basically,
Uh-huh.
what you've got is underneath the hood, you basically have a generator that you go over here and Tractor
That's
Supply
exactly what it is.
because it's running the gas engine to power, it's generating the power to charge the battery to drive the vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, there's
Which is
nothing
why
wrong
I
with
think
that.
that's the way we
It-
should go.
The
Now,
hybrid's the better
I-
option out of all of them.
Right. Now, look at all the
It
locomotives
depends
right
on
now.
your
Diesel
circumstances and
electric.
what you're using it for.
Right.
I mean,
Like
it
I
really
said,
is individual use.
right. But like I said, how long have they had diesel electric trains? They're not saying anything about them. They've been doing that. They're basically a big generator.
Well, actually,
That-
California is getting on those too. They want them to clean up their trains, which I think is funny because as soon as Union Pacific or somebody that size says, "Well,
It's right behind my fence, right
California.
there.
California, go stick it where the sun don't shine."
Yep.
Then it won't. The California can say, "Oh, we want you to do this." Okay, well, fine. You don't get any goods. Go stick it where the sun don't shine.
If they completely ban gas or diesel trucks from California, Region picks up a load. They said it needs to be in California. You call them, tell them to meet me at the border, and we'll transfer.
Yeah.
Yep.
'Cause
And
I'm
you know
not
how
rolling to the state of
expensive that's going to be.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
why I said.
Time
That's
reloading.
why I said it's all this stuff that Greasy has put into place. It's lining his pockets, but it's not feasible and it won't happen because it can't.
right. And that's the biggest thing is, it sounds like a good idea, but
No, it
It's
doesn't sound
not
like a
going
good
to
idea. He's a smart man. He knows it's not a good idea, but he's made millions of dollars pushing it. So
I mean, I can only buy 4 motors for a motorcycle in my state because I have to have a California compliant motor, unless it's already in the state.
right.
Those motors cost a lot of money that come with a carburetor.
And that's
Yeah,
the
it's-
thing.
it's
I
ridiculous.
know for a fact, like if I want to go to Harbor Freight and buy one of those Predator 212s, they actually have 2 different ones. One that's for lower 47 states, and one for California.
yeah, and guess who pays more? We do.
And that's the thing. I mean, one is carb compliant. The other one is, okay, we can send that off to, all the other states but California.
You want to know how
Yeah.
hard it is for me to find a
GM85.
carburetor for a damn lawnmower to get shipped to this damn state? I had to wait a month and a half to get a carburetor shipped here
Damn.
because I need a carburetor for a Murray. There's no local lawnmower shops no more.
Really?
There's a few.
There not much in my area anyway.
There's a few, but all those mom and pop stores are closing down, and the big
Yeah,
places
there
don't
used to
want
be
to
a
deal
good
with the older
amount
stuff.
where I live, but that's been closed for 30 years now.
Yeah, well, like I said,
So
all
just
the other
type
places don't want to
in
deal with
the
new
part
stuff
number.
or old
If you
stuff.
live in California, you type in whatever you need to for like automotive on Amazon / eBay. It'll pop up. Will not ship to state. Pops up all the time for me, depending on what I want.
Yep.
Same thing applies if you're working on a motorcycle and you have an old carburetor, you need a rebuild kit.
Chef Shade Tree, you're correct.
Sorry, I'm paying bills, so I'm not paying a lot of attention right now.
Well, batteries weigh a lot.
Oh,
He's
thank
saying so the weight limit, you won't be able to haul as much freight because batteries are heavy, and if you put all those batteries in the truck, you can't haul the freight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
Part of the
that's
vehicle,
summarized what
gross
he said.
vehicle weight. It's
Right.
gross vehicle
Yeah.
And
weight.
that's what 80,000 pounds is the limit, Raging.
Yep.
In California, 80,000 pounds.
No, it's 80,000 pounds throughout the whole United States.
Okay.
So no matter
Well,
what,
California has other rules too, like bridge laws and so on. But
well, there's going to be stuff like that here, here in Texas and some of the other states, as far as weight limits on bridges. We've got them around here.
no, the bridge law in California is how far your tandem can be slid on your trailer. Which I don't know if anybody even knows what I just said, but
Yeah.
actually, Raging knows what I said.
Yeah. Where your back tandems have to be to enter California. If they're not there, if DOT pulls in an inspection, they want to be a complete blank about it. They can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I knew you understood that. You're probably the only one in here that actually understands when I start talking that way.
Now, unless they want to start making veggie oil where you can put it in the diesel rigs, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not going to do that.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
And then go
you know
back
what?
to running,
Actually, there's
ethanol.
conversion kits that you could put on your car. A lot of the diesel owners were doing that, and California hired a task force because when you're burning veggie oil, you weren't buying fuel, so they hired a task force to go around sniffing because when your car is running, it smells like French fries.
Or
So they
whatever.
hired a task force to go around sniffing cars to make sure that they weren't smelling like French fries, because if they were, you weren't paying taxes.
So basically, they were asking those people to be dogs.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's terrible. California is we're basically China.
Ooh.
California is basically trying to kill itself.
Yeah, they are.
And they're succeeding very well, apparently.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
And
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the people that have to deal with all of that.
You gotta imagine when they build a house on the coast,
I accept
and then
your
they have
sympathy.
an earthquake or a mudslide, and that house goes into the ocean. Well, okay.
Well, we've already had that happen a few times.
Today, because California is what it is, State Farm will no longer insure new homeowners in California because of prices.
I actually saw that today on the morning news. Pat, no.
Yeah.
I'll figure out whatever you said, man. Yeah,
If
I
I'm
saw
going
that
to
on
buy
the
a
news.
house,
That's insane.
you better have insurance available, especially if it's brand new, one
Oh,
that
yeah.
they are building from the ground up.
Oh yeah, there's insurance available, and State Farm says no, because of the cost of California, we won't insure the new houses. You can go to somebody else who's going to charge you a lot more. We just don't even want to play that game.
Says, nope.
6%.
High 6%.
You might
Yeah,
get lucky with
6%.
Farmers, maybe, or I think Progressive. I don't know.
Geico pulled out of California.
Really?
The Gecko said, no more California.
Now that's bad.
So the gecko got on the horse and rode away into the sunset.
Yep. For auto insurance. I don't know if they're still doing other insurance, but
Yeah.
for auto insurance, Geico said, nope, screw
When
this.
I got my, when I got my Softail, I wanted to get AAA insurance because it's what I had on my Sportster. Called AAA. They said, nope, we don't offer motorcycle insurance no more. I'm like, okay.
Why?
I'm like, they just said, no, we don't have motorcycle insurance no more.
Yeah, see, first words out of my mouth would have been, why?
Well, see, for me, I've got car insurance, but then I got car insurance through Farm Bureau, but I go through Dairyland for motorcycle insurance. And that's only because Dairyland gives me a much better deal on the insurance compared for my car insurance.
I have Farmers, and Farmers has been very good to me. Little expensive, but overall, I'd rather pay for it and not use it than use it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I know that between the two,
Package is
Farmers
good.
also, and they've been good and bad.
well, I think that right now between Dairyland and Farm Bureau, I'm looking at what was it, about $120 a month, and that's having full coverage on both vehicles.
Yep.
Even though I don't have to, because two of them are pay, the car and the bike's paid off.
Try and get full coverage in California for that price. That's why
I think
everybody's
that's a
fleeing.
sucker bet.
Yeah, no.
Insurance in California is like insurance in New York City. Ain't happening.
Nope.
It is not cheap at all.
Right.
Yes. We even have earthquake insurance too.
Oh, my
That's a big
grandmother
premium if you
had owned a house, and every year her yard flooded. She could not get flood insurance. And the reason it flooded is the city would not unclog a drain that was across the street from her.
Oh,
Yeah. So my dad
good old civil,
And this was-
civil services.
this was after my parents had divorced many years down the road. And so my dad came over with his truck and hooked a log chain on the grate of that drain. And he dug in and hauled out all the way down the other side of the block across from Grandma. That grate got left in the middle of the street, which when it came out of the alley, you would go into the parking lot of a church.
mm.
So it got left in the middle right there by the church. And all that stuff went down the drain. She didn't have a problem for 2 years. And then they put that grate back on it.
Yeah, that's the city being inept.
Yeah. And I mean, Mom had pictures, Dad had pictures. My stepmother even took pictures. And my grandmother was more than happy to play not whack-a-mole, but slap-a-bee with my stepmother.
Oh, did the weed eater and extra battery come back?
The weed eater has not left the front porch. Can you
Oh.
still hear him?
No.
Okay. I can't hear him.
Okay, I just didn't know.
No, it hasn't even left the front porch, babe.
Right.
So
I got to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and I thank you for having me in here. And I probably have sidetracked this show enough.
that's okay. It's fun.
I think Anthony's done that.
We all do that.
Yep.
GM85, are you Anthony?
Yes, sir.
And you're in Oakland?
East side of the bay, yes.
We should hook up. Here's what was
If
like
you're
an
up,
hour away.
you're up north. You're up north. Look up my name on Instagram, man. It should pop up.
Anthony, aren't you on Facebook?
Yes, but that's perfectly personal. I keep that one separate.
Facebook is family. Instagram is everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah, he can't even go through Barbie can't even go through my Instagram because the name on that is completely different from my YouTube name.
Yeah, I get it.
And
I should have been
that-
better about separating all my personal stuff, but I wasn't.
Well, this is my third YouTube name, and my Instagram name is my second YouTube name. I had one name, I put a space in it, that made my second name, and that one got literally somebody put up and told a lot of people in the tool side to troll me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And so okay, when I started putting content up, I changed my name. This has
Nice.
always going to be my YouTube name if I put content up.
Yeah, you weren't
And-
you weren't Steely Sky when I first started talking to you guys.
Nope. Nope.
So, like I said, I remember that.
Yeah, but I got Steele from my mother's maiden name. Like I showed my Uncle Walter earlier. And the Sky is part of a nickname my brother gave me. I think he was like 5 or 6. So
Well, he just walked off. I was going to ask Jim how he came across that name,
Talk about me.
how he chose it.
Yeah. How you came up with the
Oh, easy.
GM85?
I like green.
Oh my! I'm watching the computer, the laptop screen, and the TV screen, and there's a lag.
Ah.
You walked off and came back while my eyes were.
Oh, no, I walk off real quickly. I got food cooking on the stove still right now.
yeah.
Making risotto and osobuco.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hey, what time is it?
Cook
So
fancy.
you came up with the name GM85?
Favorite color is green. Birth year is 1985.
Okay.
That's simple. Hey, if something's in green, I'll buy it. Like
You
this,
poor
this
baby.
overpriced Dickie shop.
Well, Anthony, hey, look for me on Facebook. I got a new thing on there.
All right.
Yeah.
The other account
Well,
got
what-
hacked.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
We'll exchange personal information at some point somehow. And you're invited
Barbecue.
For
for a barbecue.
Barbecue 76, just type in Anthony GM85 on Instagram. I should pop right up for you.
I have nothing to write that down with, and I will not remember it.
Rewatch.
Yeah.
Scott, I don't know if that is part of my family or not.
All right.
But I'm glad you found that out. If you look up my last YouTube name, that's my Instagram name.
Yep.
And you can connect through Anthony through there.
All right. I'm dropping out now. I'm
All
not
right.
going to
Get
remember
rest.
that,
We'll
but I
talk to you
can
next time.
rewatch.
Yep.
And I know you and Mater have my contact info, probably Anthony's. So
Yep.
we'll figure something out.
All right. Well, I
Right.
appreciate you being here, and hopefully everything goes good in the morning.
Oh, things are going to go good in the morning. I'm going to wake up and go to work.
Yeah.
And
I
then
would
everything's going to be not good because then I'll be at work again.
Oh, darn it. But
Yeah. It's
better
only
to
a
be
4-day
working
work.
than not.
That's what?
It's only a 4-day work week.
Yep.
I know. I went to
For
work
me, it
today.
is.
Ooh.
Oh, I did not work today, actually. This is one of my rare days off.
Yeah, I went to work today, but I guess that's good because got some overtime and my dishwasher went out, and my lawnmower went out. So
Sounds
Good
like me and
times.
my washing machine.
Oh,
Washing machine is the better side
Yeah,
of a sledgehammer.
did you check the clothes?
No, shit.
speaking of,
Yeah. I had a friend of mine last year give me a tote box full of clothing, and some of it was for him, some of it was for me, and finally got around to going through it. But the soap she uses, I can't stand the smell of it.
Nope.
So yeah.
I had to wind up rewashing everything.
I've done that before just because I had a washing machine go down, and somebody said, "Oh, well, you can wash everything over here. Bring it over. I'll take care of it."
Oh Lord.
Oh, and it was a few days later until I get my own washing machine. I had to deal with that smell until I could rewash everything.
Yeah.
I've washed my clothes in a 5-gallon bucket before. I don't care.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
wouldn't bother me.
I'm gonna leave you with this.
Works.
Remember why we're able to do this on this day.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good one. Appreciate you coming in.
All right. Thank you for letting me in.
No problem.
Good night.
All right.
Bye bye.
But yeah, that's one thing that we shouldn't forget is, what the weekend was for. That's why the thumbnail and everything I wound up using for it was, from Pearl Harbor.
That has a lot of family history for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's, Anthony, didn't you say you're not familiar with Flight 19?
Very possible.
Raging, are you familiar with Flight 19?
What is that? No.
It's the 5 TBM Avengers that vanished off the coast of Florida in late 45, early 46 on a training mission.
Way before my time.
Well, true. Me too. But no, it was there was 5 TBM Avengers. They were out on a training mission, and they just disappeared, supposedly somewhere out in the Bermuda Triangle. And so they've been looking for them, and supposedly, this one guy, he finds 5 of them sitting on the ocean floor out that way, and he's trying to
They
figure out.
found the aircraft.
Right. So he's trying to find out if those 5 airplanes is part of Flight 19. So he gets an expert and everything, and they go out and they do the examination on them, and one of them or 2 of them, the tail section's all messed up. They can't get identification off of it. But the other 3 they're able to. And I'm sitting there watching the video, and it's like I happen to remember it and everything. I was actually at my Uncle Tom's funeral, and my Uncle Ed was there, and we were talking. Of course, Tom and Ed were both in the Navy, and Uncle Ed
Power
was
Rangers
talking
is
about
great. Power Rangers is good. Love them.
Yeah.
I like Power
But he
Rangers.
was talking about the time he was actually on a TBM Avenger flying out of Florida, and he was the bottom gunner. And then he remembers one day he's down there, all of a sudden he gets jerked back, and the guys were saying, "We're bailing out. The engine died on us." They bail out and everything. The weird thing about it was, it on the side of the plane it said FT-19, which was Fort Lauderdale 19.
Uh-huh.
One of the planes they found on the bottom of the floor, ocean floor, it was saying FT-19. So the guy actually found the plane my uncle had to bail out of. And I told him that. He was going, "You seen the plane?" Go, "Yep, I seen the plane you had to bail out of." They found it out there on the ocean floor.
It's very interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm. He was surprised. And he's, like I said, he's one of the,
Still finance stuff, though.
oh yeah. But it's also the fact is that a lot of people don't realize that the first shots on December 7th, 1941 were actually fired by Americans. About 2 to 3 hours prior to the Japanese bombing Pearl Harbor.
Not just
The
like
USS
when I was-
Ward was a destroyer
Dutch
that
Harbor,
actually. Dutch Harbor was same day.
it's not noted in the history books as
Oh, yeah.
much. It's very well undocumented in the education system.
Oh yeah.
Except I know
Yeah,
about it just because.
Oh yeah, but they do. It's known that they had the force and everything go up there and take over some of the Aleutian Islands, but they weren't up there for very long because that cold weather up there kind of got to them. They weren't prepared for it.
All right, Pat.
Well,
But
Darren,
hey, cowboy,
hey, cowboy. But I was-
hang on. Or as he likes to say, howdy, howdy.
I am a part of
Agent?
a.
Just telling you in person. Thank you for your service. I hope your day is going well.
Everybody's welcome. But I'm a
Cowboy, I need you
Facebook
to
group.
send me an email.
Hey, put your email in and pin it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I sent it to him and everything.
Nothing, but just go ahead and redo it though. It won't hurt you.
I know.
Three-quarters of the way done for the video.
Woohoo!
Okay, got it pinned up there. Yeah, and he was the one that was out there at the DFW cemetery when they were doing the 21 gun salute. But he does car crushing up in the Dallas Fort Worth area. As a matter of fact, he was actually at a yard over by Waxahachie, which is only like 15, 20 minutes from me. And he was crushing a whole bunch of, I hate saying it, raging. You might get upset. He was actually crushing some big rigs.
Be all right.
Now, I didn't ever
What kind
see, I don't think he ever got into crushing one of those armored trucks. I never saw that part.
Hmm.
He actually got up in one and everything, and I think one of them he actually got it started up too. But yeah, I like to see how get one of those armored cars going in the crusher. That was fun watching.
Be
Some of the
interesting
stuff
to
that
actually
he's
see.
done. Oh, it was fun
Yeah,
to watch him
those
put those cabs and everything in the crusher to get them done.
I know. I got to figure out
You
what
have
I'm going to
mount
eat
those
for
armored
my
cars down.
birthday dinner.
Yeah, and that's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Well, daughter's coming down,
Yeah, I know.
so
Yeah, cowboy. Yeah, I know. They tell you which ones, or they put the paint, put the paint and everything on there, letting you know. Of course, he's been having some hot deals on cars. I mean, these things are hot enough to where, burn yourself. That's fun watching him crush all those burnt cars. He's the man. They crush so much different than a regular one.
yeah, they're already compromised. They're already compromised, so their metal is fragile as hell.
And Anthony, he's even crushed some motorcycle.
Hopefully not any
Yeah.
panheads or knuckleheads.
That I don't know. Well, I know a couple of them were.
Hold on. I saw. I really wanted to bid on it the other day. It was, I think, $1,200. It was a Springer front end from a panhead. Had
I don't.
remember.
I know he did a couple of scooters.
I was like,
But I do know that right now I've been looking at my favorite auction site, and they actually do have. They got an 09 Harley on here, and right now it's going to be going out in just under 12 hours. And right now, for an 09 Harley, that the forks on it are shot, the tank needs to get replaced, and I believe it's a Dyna, but the bid's like $550.
That's not bad at all.
Oh no, for an 09 Harley, and we're talking a nice size cruiser.
So it's
Yeah.
it's full size. It's a full size bike that's your stocker bells and whistles. You do what you want with it.
Right. But yeah, like I said, it would need new forks on it, gas tank, and no telling what else. Damn, I'm already at my 2 hours.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't realize that already. So need to get this shut down because I got garbage to get taken care of in the morning. Cowboy, there's my email. Please send me something. I do want to talk to you and everything. So Anthony,
All
we're
right,
gonna start
I'm gonna
with you.
bounce because daughter just sent me a message and she's got an hour before she goes to work. So y'all have fun, stay safe, and remember to thank a service man, no matter not just today, just everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Bye, guys.
See
All right.
ya.
Anthony.
Thanks for having me, guys. Remember, thank you, servicemen and women out there.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't matter if it's Memorial Day or not.
Raging.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day. Thanks, everybody. Presently, past, present, and future, who's all served. Thanks to Mater for having me up. Anthony,
No
good
problem.
seeing you. Y'all stay tuned for more videos on everybody's channels. It's up on the panel. Make sure y'all go watch them. Like I always say, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beers grinning. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right, and I appreciate everybody's come up in panel. I appreciate everybody's come up in chat and everything. And like I said, I've got to get some things done here. I got garbage. So everybody, y'all stay safe. God bless. And we'll see y'all Wednesday night. So have a good one.